This is Liberty Prime with Based Filters, and welcome to Hotel Renovator. Now, I played this game when it first came out, but I gotta admit, I remember almost nothing. Other than, renovating hotel rooms. Also, I'm pretty sure that, as usual, we inherited it from an old dead relative. And somehow there were chickens? Oh well, let us deploy our channel motto, FAFO! And y'all are gonna have to excuse my brain. I am out sick today. Or at least I should be. Ugh. Oh well, quarter steam ahead. Or maybe 1/8. Pray for me. Alright, like I said, I did play it before, but we are definitely starting with a new one in story mode, because as I said before, I remember nothing. Alright. Hi, I'm Sandra, and I'm here to help. Let's get this show on the road. Select your assistant, so I guess we could have Sandra or Max. Hello, my name is Max. Thanks for the opportunity, and let's get this hotel its 5 stars back. Or we have Yumiko. Hi, I'm Yumiko. Can't wait to start renovating this hotel with you. Or we have BB101. Isn't that a Star Wars reference? I gotta admit that I lost interest in the new Star Wars completely. They lost me. Sorry, y'all. No, not a thing for me. BB101, reporting for reception duty. There's no time to waste, so let's get on with the renovation. Well, I do like the no-nonsense attitude, but I kind of would like to have a human help me with this one. Although I don't know how much personality we're going to get out of these folks, but I am a fully trained tattoo artist, and that's not such bad work. Although it's a little bit unfinished over here. I mean, that's not the easiest place to get a tattoo, but still, the shading is kind of the easiest part, so I don't know about you. But I don't really like but there's no real compelling reason to choose any of these other guys, so let's go with Yumiko. And play story mode. Ooh, that's kind of dizzying. I'm surprised. I will not be skipping the intro, though. And we are not the best driver, are we? Oh, that's not us driving, is it? Well, I can't tell. We're one part of that couple, apparently. Interesting. I see plenty of messies to clean up. Oh, and there's that chicken.
It looks like we have an uninvited guest. Let's show her who's boss here.
Okay.
Catch her!
Hold left shift to run. Okay, where's the chicken? Oh, I don't have enough brain for this yet. Okay. Oh, wait, what was the key to catch him? F. Alright, at least now I know what to hold. There we go.
I didn't think you'd be able to do it, to be honest. Now we have to get rid of her. Throw her out the window in the hallway. She'll like the big city.
I guess that's the window in the hallway. It certainly looks like a window in a hallway.
The hotel is in disrepair. We need to put a lot of work into it. And yet, we already have guests waiting to stay here. So let's get the first room ready.
Okay, I don't want to... Oh. How do I get rid of trash? Okay, pick up... Oh. Well, pick up and dispose are the same key, so maybe I'm supposed to hold it. Okay. This could take a while, y'all. I guess this is trash. I like this globe, though. Ooh, and I can sell it, apparently. That is useful information. Alright. But apparently I can't pick up the papers from the floor. Which might save me a little bit of time, because it looks like there's all sorts of debris. Hither, thither, and yon. Well, let's keep on going. doesn't look that trashy to me. Looks like it's in relatively good shape. Oh, and let's go ahead and open the door to our first hotel room, although this is not necessarily the... I'm pressing F. Why are you blocked? Apparently we're not allowed to open these doors yet. Okay. Must have something in mind for my first hotel room. That one apparently is also inaccessible. Oh, well, this one is accessible. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek in here.
Wow, look at all this stuff! Let's start by earning some money on this old
Well,
painting.
I guess... Okay. I was being blocked by something temporarily. I guess this old chair, which we might as well sell so it's not blocking us anyway. And I can't really tell if I'm selling stuff that's worth money yet. I should probably look a little bit closer. But we might as well just sell everything. It still goes away at about the same rate, so let's just err on the side of maybe making some money. Okay. Apparently everything in here is trash. Have not seen money pop up yet. Though I maybe wasn't looking closely enough. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty lamp. If you just dust it, it's probably useful. Are you considered trash? You are considered a vintage lamp. I would like to keep you. And maybe this is... No, this is trash. Oh, well, this is a teapot. I don't really care about you, so let's make a little bit of money at least. And I love this painting. I am fascinated by maps, but apparently we are required to sell it.
Use the crowbar to dispose of the junk cluttering this place. And don't hold yourself back.
Well, okay. Hold the right mouse button and select the remove tool. Press left mouse button to hit, holding for a stronger hit. See, hold for a stronger hit. Yeah, I'm not going to remember that. I don't have any brain today. Or excuse me, I've got 1/8 of my brain today. Okay, well, apparently I am obligated to destroy this. Again, this is stuff that you could just easily renovate. I mean, it's not my favorite wallpaper pattern, but the color is nice and unobtrusive, which could work nicely for a hotel room. Let's get rid of some more trash before we do anything else. Oh, use a ball. Trash needs to go. Alrighty. And apparently now we are allowed to pick up some... Oh. Apparently we're... Ah! Confusing. This should probably go in the lost and found, all that luggage, but oh well. We're not allowed to care about other people's belongings. Oh, I guess we have a bathroom attached to this. Oh my. And I guess that the door closes behind us. Oh, I think I have to use that crowbar. Wait, what did it say about getting to the crowbar? Okay, I have pressed to hit. Nothing is happening. I am not successfully hitting anything, so I'll just go back to picking up trash for the moment. Maybe once this is out of the way, it will realize what I'm trying to do. Or maybe my lack of brain has made me forget what I'm supposed to do in order to get to that crowbar. Oh, a thing happened. Okay, this is when I push the right mouse button. Okay. There we go. Maybe this will do it. There we go. Will it work on this? Apparently it will. Yeah, these wall elements, they do look pretty decayed and old and... Okay, there's got to be a way to do more than just one square at a time. There we go. that's the puppy. Now, what exactly did I do? And what's wrong with these light fixtures? I don't see anything that's wrong. Okay, if I just hold down left mouse button, then it destroys a whole bunch at a time. That is useful information. But apparently we can't quite get this part in my big old hard swing. We're just destroying all this trash, and holding down the left mouse button did not make me get rid of more than once at a time. I keep holding it down unintentionally. Well, this is a little bit more fun than just, left clicking. At least we got a nice animation to go with it. Get it all. There we go. Get that one. And, still not really at peace with just destroying all this stuff rather than restoring it, but at least with this part, I can see the point of that. And I can't see the point of not being able to reach all the things at once. It's tough when that door is in the way, although possibly I could have just done this and gotten at least most of it. All right, let's work on this wall. And let's work on this frieze. I ain't got the brain to come up with words. Alrighty, are we done in here? We got plenty of trash on the floor. Is there going to be a broom element to this? Seems likely. Oh, and you know what? I kind of like the fact that the door only goes one way. In a lot of games, if I were to open it from inside the room, it would open out to the outer door. I mean, to the outer room. Well, it's not really a room, the outer passageway. Whereas, opening in, having the door open into the smaller room makes it a whole lot easier to navigate this hallway. We still got plenty of trash out here. Ooh, good. Got it all in one blow. And I hope that I hope that the floor was supposed to go, because didn't mean to do that, but apparently it just happened. So, well, I don't want to destroy this lamp, though. Maybe I can switch out of, okay. I just clicked the right mouse button, and that made it possible to get out of that crowbar. Oh, I wasn't trying to pick you up. I was trying to get rid of you. And I am clicking the... Okay, well, let's just move this lamp. Oh, no, don't destroy it. Okay, I'm trying to put you down. And now I'm trying to dispose of you. You do not want to be disposed of, because whenever I click on that with the left mouse button, which is supposed to destroy it or trash it or whatever it, okay, there we go. Holding it down did the trick. Hope y'all can follow along with this with my complete and utter lack of brain. Can we remove these drapes? No, we cannot. The drapes look pretty nasty. There's only one on this side. I guess that's supposed to be. Can't do anything at all with those drapes yet. Okay. All right, I would very much like to keep that vintage lamp. That's a cool looking vintage. Oh, no, I keep accidentally holding it down. Ooh, stop freaking out for me, please. Just as a personal favor. Okay. Now, how do I put you upright? Apparently I don't. I am clicking various buttons, and that might mean that I do have to sell it if I can't put it upright on something. Anyway. All right, let's get back into our crowbar and remove the floor, because, yeah, we already made a start on that. Holding it down, and we got rid of quite a swath, although I need to be better about choosing a central location when I am swinging, or choosing an appropriate location, I should probably say. This looks like it's going to get rid of a nice swath, and hopefully somewhere around here will do the same. Yay. Ooh. Well, okay. Yay. Not really familiar with what the underground, well, not underground, the underlayment, some kind of word that I know when I have a brain. Yeah, that thing. Oh, wait. Okay, apparently this is the underlayment of it. Do I need to get rid of this as well? Let's see what happens. Okay, so there was a layer of tile underneath the tile. And I didn't really pause to think about whether or not that underlayer was good enough, but I'm just going to assume that I didn't want it. All right, I think we've gotten rid of everything that I'm allowed to get rid of. Let's try for this heater. Oh, okay. If I hold it, then I can destroy the drapes. Just hitting it didn't seem to do the trick, although maybe I'm just forgetting and I... Okay, so why were there 2 drapes on this window and only 1 on this window? I'm just going to go with, decay, and that's why we're repairing the wall. I mean, repairing the room. Okay, I'm going to say right mouse button to get out of that. Now what? Okay, in the top right it says clean up this mess. We've done 82 out of 100 for that. We have only destroyed... Oh yeah, I haven't destroyed these walls yet. Okay. Where is the trash? I think you're going to make me sell that cool looking vintage lamp, aren't you? What if I just... Oh, well, maybe I need to destroy these. All right. We're going to dispose of... No, every time I click to dispose, it just picks it up and moves it around. So we're going into the crowbar again. And we're going into the crowbar for this. And I guess the walls still need to be done dead. You're going to make me get rid of this lamp, aren't you? Or I could just put it out in the hall. Where is all this trash that you're talking about? You won't let me destroy these papers, I don't think. No. I've tried to get rid of these papers. Maybe I need a different tool. That's the only thing I can come up with, but... Anyway, while we're right here, let's try getting rid of this whole wall. Or wall finish. Okay, that did a good job. Let's see if we can get a nice big swath of this. Oh, there's a mirror there. Yeah. Well, I don't really feel terrible about destroying that. I don't like it. And apparently this is trash. So we're nibbling away at that. We're down to 91% trash remaining. And I'm going to try just putting that lamp out in the hall in just a second. But now that I got this pulled up, I might as well keep on using it. Are you trash? Yes, you is. And we got 2 more of those over here. And let's make sure, okay, this whole wallpaper area needs to be destroyed. Okay. Apparently bricks are what we want. So let's brick this place up, apparently. And I'm getting better at remembering that we need to get nice and central with this crowbar. Who knows how long that'll last, but it's present at present. Alrighty. We got all the way up to the ceiling, so apparently if I just keep on holding it... Oh, apparently I did not keep on holding it there. Are we able to get rid of the ceiling? Well, we'll find out in just a few seconds. This is probably not the central spot that I should have chosen. Oh, okay. You are a different part from the window here, apparently. Let's just do this. Let's break that window. Oh, that's not what I expected to happen. Alrighty. Well, I'm sure the game is allowed to have its quirks. There we go. Have we gotten all the way up, and why is that a little white portion? I think that we're about to get rid of some of the ceiling. Yes, we are, and apparently we're not quite allowed to get that. Oh, apparently we are quite allowed to get that. So let's go over here and see how much we can manage. All right. Pretty nice swath there. This is going to be very picky, isn't it? Oh, and that got rid of some of the ceiling. No, I'm trying for this little piece here. There we go. Yes. And this is not a nice central spot, but it got rid of a decent swath. These random lights, these random lines keep throwing me and making me think that I need to destroy something right here. But it would appear that I do not. Let's see how much we can grab in this swath. Yeah, not too terrible. And I'm willing to bet that I'm not allowed to keep this light fixture either. Not a fan of it anyway, so bye-bye. Yeah, I'm doing a poor job of getting all nice and central. And I like the fact that it's still well lit in here, even though there is no longer any sort of lighting fixture left. Okay. Ooh, let's go for central. I keep forgetting that that matters. And that I still have stuff left behind, even when I go for central. Ah. Oh, cool, I can move while I'm holding. I still missed a big old swath. Oh, well. This is the time for experimentation or something. Let's get right back over here. Okay, this is all done. This is not yet done. And we have to do it all in isolation. And apparently, getting this part over here gets this part over here. That makes perfect sense. And this little area is very hard to select, apparently. Oh, we got some stuff up there, don't we? Let's get over here. And over here before I forget. And will you finally let me do this part? Yes, you did. It's a good little inanimate object. Or game, or whatever. Let's just keep on rolling. How much do we grab? Oh, but this little corner up here. There we go. Ooh. Well, hopefully I can still get this whole central swath. Oh, I love the fact that I can move over and try to get more, but I don't think it helped because we still got one skinny little swath there. All right, let's make sure that this area is done and all that is remaining is this over here. Oh, and apparently we got 100% of the trash. I guess all those lighting fixtures did the trick. Oh, we still got a lighting we still have a lighting fixture in here, but it's apparently okay. Well, that's good to know. Alrighty, almost there. Now, what is my next step? Because I'm pretty sure this is not, all we need for the hotel room to be renovated. And I wasn't even. I'm not done
There's lots
yet.
of rubble
Shut up,
on the floor
Yumiko.
after all that mayhem you caused. You've got some cleaning up to do.
Yes, there is rubble on the floor. Okay. Hold right mouse button to open pie menu. When open, choose cleaning tool. Let's do that. I have a feeling that there's going to be a whole lot of tools. Okay, let's see what happens when we hold this one down. How much can we grab at one? Ooh, that's a pretty nice little grab. All right, this is gonna be a little bit faster than all those walls. Go. Oh no! Oh, well, that finished lamp just floated up into the air. Okay, good to know. Maybe it's just getting out of the way of my sweeping.
Perfect! Now
Okay.
it's time for a new floor and walls. Choose something modern and tasteful.
Alrighty, new floor and walls. How do I do that? Oh, okay. See. How do I get into the tool, though? All right, choose a style and use, well, the mouse, apparently, to select coverage style. Maybe that's telling me mouse wheel. You can switch between the color and color palette by pressing Tab. Hold left mouse button to start covering. Hopefully I can do more than just a tiny bit at a time. It looks like it's telling me that I can. Okay. Okay, I've got it, but I don't know how to open up this menu, so please explain that part to me. Well, we can close the door. How do I get into that? Well, okay, Tab is the only key that I was told about, and I just pushed that and nothing happened. Oh, okay, here we go. Right mouse button again. Okay, floors, walls, where's ceiling? Okay, apparently I have to go around the other way to get to the ceiling. Okay, let's see, where should we start? Let's start with the walls. Okay, now how did I change? I guess, okay. Yeah, the mouse wheel is indeed how I change. I could paint, wallpaper graphics, ceramics, other, Halloween. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that I have some sort of budget here. Apparently 2% out of 100 is covered. I don't see any coverage unless I missed a spot. I don't think I missed any spots. Let's go in here into the other room. Yeah, I didn't miss any spots. Unless I'm being blind, which is definitely a possibility. And I'm still puzzled by this white strip. I wonder if we'll have any shot at getting rid of that. Probably not. It seems like it's permanent. Okay, wallpaper graphics. Let's try actually selecting that. Ooh. Alrighty, well, I don't mind. I'm still not being told about how much. Okay, yeah, I am. Ornament costs $6. Let's find out how much paint costs. $1. And again, I'm going to assume that I have a budget. I still kind of like the idea of having some sort of feature wall. Well, I don't know if I said this before, but I like the idea of having some sort of feature wall with wallpaper on it. And I want it to be visible once people walk in the door. So let's pick this wall for our feature wall. And then let us, see. Okay. Let us have a brain. That's not going to happen. Silly me. Okay, we're going to go with wallpaper graphics, and let's see what all we have. Oh, I wish I could see more of it at a time. Okay, this is big and busy in monochrome. This is much busier and definitely not monochrome. Yeah. None of this is thrilling me, as far as centerpieces of the room go. Well, that's... I could probably work with this one, but I don't know. It's going to be kind of a boring paint palette. Well, that might be kind of cool. At least if I, sort of mouse down, I can see a little bit more of the overall graphic. I'm not crazy about the color palette, but I kind of like the graphic. I might try that. Okay, let's look at the other ones before we try that. Very unlikely. Even more unlikely. I mean, I love kittens, but no. And I ate a banana as part of my breakfast, but still, no. No, well, it's not as bad as some of them. I'm thinking it's kind of Halloween-y, and it's June right now, so we're not going with that. No. So many no's. Well, that's kind of cool looking. Oh, and we have different color palettes for it, although, wait, how do I get into the color okay. If I hit tab, then I am in the color palette, and that's a definite nah. Nah, 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 nah. I mean, I like the idea of having a monochromatic version of it, but still so many no's. I think we might be back where we began. If I go for a gold color palette, then perhaps if we have anything involving metal, we can go with gold. This offers us both gold and sort of, I guess, teal as an option. So you know what? I probably am going to go with this one, but let's keep checking what else we got. Again, we got gold. That's pretty cool looking. But gold into monochrome, that definitely limits my choices. This is, ooh. Oh, wait, let's go back to the other one. All right. I am seeing a whole lot of color choices with this one. And, yeah, I'm just not thrilled with any of them. I'm trying to go back to whatever the most basic version of this pattern is. I could swear that there was gold somewhere. Okay, we're going to call that the basic version. Maybe I am mistakenly, but anyway, I'm going to keep on going. I mean, I love this color, but I don't think I want to be that fully monochrome with this room. Let's see if we can find a basic version of this, which perhaps this is the basic version, yeah, I mean, beige. Yeah, I'm spending way too much time with this one. Let's get back to that. As Let's call that the default, whether it is or not. Okay, we have been here before, so I think this might be our option. And I will presumably have other hotel rooms that I can finish, so let's see how much we can do at a time. Ooh, we can do quite a bit at a time. That's useful. Oh my, this is gonna take a little while to apply. Yeah, I don't hate this. And it gives me at least multiple options. We have a little bit of... Ooh, wait. I thought that I had done it. Okay. Yeah. All right, we got a little bit of, black and white there. We can work with that. Got some nice teal. And we got all this gold. I'm thinking that if I pick up a color for the rest of the room, it's probably going to be maybe this color. To make it not quite oppressively teal, we want to have something a little bit lighter for the walls, I think. So let's get out of this. I have completely forgotten how to go back. Okay, right mouse button. So we are now going over to some paint. And I might put another bit of this somewhere, maybe over here. Does actually kind of make sense, but for the moment, I'm going to go with the colors. All right, we have, let's see. Okay, we have various color palettes. I should probably pay a little bit more attention to what's below the line there, the stuff that I can get by hitting tab. This actually seems like the right color palette. Let's try seeing how this one looks. No, this is one that I was trying to get to, and that's not a bad match. Let's see. I'd kind of like to go a little bit darker, though. Well, I don't know. Let's try doing like 1 square. 2 squares. It only cost me $1. Yeah, I can live with that, and I actually don't have to stick with one paint color everywhere. I could maybe do some darker stuff around here, just because. This looks like a great spot for some sort of feature against it, but I have no idea what kind of features I will be allowed to have. So let's just go ahead and, ooh, I'm gonna try this all over the place. It's kind of messy using this pencil as my, well, I guess paintbrush. But it's working eventually. And it keeps throwing me when there's that pause before it actually starts happening. Alrighty. Now I might go darker with this. I am planning to go darker with this, but let's see what kind of an option we have in a darker menu. Ooh. And I'm not clear whether or not these are my only options, so let's go into tab and see how, okay, yeah. Yeah, we do have a darker version to this color. But do you match? Yeah, you do kind of match, but let's go one over. That's a better match. That's a little bit more what I had in mind for this wall. Anyway, dang it. Oh, but it looks so dark over here. Let's go ahead and do this whole strip, and I am probably wasting money here. Now let's get over here. Yeah. Well, let's contrast it with this blue up here. Ooh, this is tough. Let's see. I'm going to tab out, and now that I know how to do that, okay, I think that this is what I already picked. Let's try doing, okay, yeah, that is what I already picked. Let's go back a little bit. Ooh, bright. Okay, you are exactly the same menu. So let's go back down here for no apparent reason. You are my darker menu. And I went with a, oh, I thought I went with a bluer version. Let's try going even one step bluer. Now that looks great against this, but it doesn't pick up that in the way that I was hoping to pick it up. You know what? I am pretty decided on having that wallpaper over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in place and find out what part of the wallpaper will be against the paint, because I might go with this. Alrighty, we're going to try to remember what this one is. It's right before the colors get all bright. Let's see. Gonna go back, going to go into the wallpaper again. And we're right back where we were, so... Oh yeah, I need to get this little dot up here. And go ahead and get this little dot up there. And try to remember how this pencil works. Ooh, and I think it, yeah, okay, it does a wider stripe on the way down than it does scooching over. Okay, do it because I've already forgotten what it looked like. Alright, yeah, this is blue. Alright, so we've got a very similar amount of stuff over there. Alright, and it's not a perfect reflection, which is useful. So I am going to change my mind about what paint I've got, and I'm not going to go with this. I'm going to go with that slightly darker blue, at least over here. I might regret it later, or I might change to the lighter version of this. Ugh. I warn y'all, I have a tendency to overthink decoration, so be warned. Okay. Well, first I'm going to see how this looks if I were to go one bluer over here. Oh, that's, well, let's go up here, because I already know that I'm going to change this paint color, but we don't necessarily need to, oh, that's not how I meant to do it, but, righty. Well, now this doesn't look as terrible against that as I thought it would. Yeah, that's not bad, but I kind of like bringing out the more peely look. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back over to the dark. Let's see. And I meant to, actually do the thing that I just said that I was going to do. All right, this is what we were thinking of. And I will go even one bluer just to try it. Nope, not one bluer. Alrighty, let's try going somewhat of the way down with that. Yeah, see, that's kind of dark, though. Ooh, let's go a little bit further with that so we can get a slightly better view of it. Alrighty, yeah, that's dark. I don't think I want to go quite that dark with it. Dang it. Well, I'll tell you what. I do want to go dark with it over here. So let's do that. That is brightened up by the window. Huh, interesting. I probably should have guessed that that would happen. So we're going to go with this darker version for these window recesses. And over here, and I did actually, intentionally pick out the darker version. It doesn't look darker. And shall we go down here as well? I think I'm going to at least give it a shot. Get all of it, please. Alrighty. Well, I do kind of like the effect of the lighter against the darker. And it's enough darker down here. And presumably we have nighttime in this game, but I'm not certain. Well, anyway, let's try that lighter, bluer version. And I will try to remember the correct direction. Okay, let's try doing this whole swath again, and hopefully I'm not wasting too much money here. Ooh, I don't... Dang it. Limited options. Ooh. Oh, I was in the wrong... No, I was in the correct menu. Let's see. Now this is what we had over... No, it's not what we had over here, so let's give this a row. A column. One of those things. Alrighty, I like that reasonably well, and I like it better than this, so let's at least finish this up. Yeah, I think let's go with that. I need to fish or cut bait, or one of those things. And I need to remember that I still need to paint that. Okay, and I missed the animation because I was already thinking about doing the next portion. So let's go with this. And I am content with that. And I think we're going to do it over here as well for the moment. I'm still kind of hoping that I can put something in front of this. I have some vague memory of decorations being an option. Let's see. Do you get to be a feature wall, or do you get to be not a feature wall? Yeah, I think that from the doorway, they should be able to see this big old feature wall, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Although my question now is, should this be dark or light? And one thing I definitely should do is go ahead and get over to the dark and do it over here. Make sure that I'm applying the correct color of paint. Have I mentioned 47 zillion times that I ain't got no brain? Ooh, and there's a little bit of... Ooh, if I don't do it right now, I'll forget all about it. Okay, we're going to go back. And we're going to go back some more. And now we're going to try to get rid of this little square. And then we're going to try real hard to get right back where we were, which was walls. Okay, paint. Yes, this is working better than I suspected it would. All right, I think we're going to try for the dark on these parts. And hopefully we'll like that well enough. But that's looking awfully dark. Hopefully it still works. Looks about how I was hoping over here. Again, presumably that's lighting from this window. And we're going to try to be consistent with how we do this. And now we're going to paint this the lighter color. And, ooh, it's hard to be consistent when there's this little... Okay, well, this is all going to be light. Whether it's consistent or not, that's just the way it's going to go. Okay, so we need to get over to this menu again and make sure that we got the right thing. Yep, that is the right thing. Try to get all the way over here. And we're going to try to hit the flooring before we're done here. Hopefully that'll be a little bit less complicated of a choice. It's for the 48th zillion time. I ain't got no brain. I wish that I could do 2 swaths on the way down with this, like I could with the wallpaper. But, I mean, it's nice that we've got that extra little bit of control. So I shouldn't complain too much. But I do enjoy complaining. And you look completely different over here. You know what? Quick little on-the-spot choice. We're going to go with this color over here as well. And maybe I can put something in this little nook that shades that. Because I do like the idea of it being darker, but I don't like the way that it looked. So we're going to just keep on going with this. Get all the little skinny bits too. And hopefully I didn't just pay to paint the door, which didn't take. And let's go ahead and cover all this messy looking brick, which actually looks really cool to me. But it doesn't suit the current, well, the developing theme of this room, so I guess it's got to go too. Although, I mean, there are just so many cool effects you can do with that brick, but I have a strong sensation that I'm not going to be allowed to keep it. Alrighty, well, let's see. In terms of consistency, I should possibly leave just this with the dark surroundings and get rid of this. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave that there. Dang it. I hate being inconsistent. But I hated the way that looked against that with all this light kicking off it. Well, perhaps I can just change this on the fly later on in the game if I decide differently. Okay, so walls done for the moment. Let us get onto the flooring. Alrighty, let's see. I don't want ceramic tiles. Well, carpet might make sense. Don't know what that is yet. Can't I have wood? Surely wood is an option. Maybe it's under. Yeah. Okay, grass. No, thank you. Not gonna have an astroturf floor. So apparently my choices are carpet, ceramic, astroturf. Alrighty, oh yeah, I'd forgotten all about this bathroom. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get that. And I'm gonna have to clean up this. Well, we'll get to that probably in the next episode. Let's go ahead and pick out, I guess, some carpet here. Alrighty. I'll use nice and boring, which might actually work pretty well. Alright, this is actually my top choice so far, although we can go with a different patterning to it. This is not super expensive either. Let's see if we've got another nice beige, because I think that might be the way to go. He was not quite what I was hoping for because of those bright yellow lines in you. Definitely not. Nah, so this is looking like a nah. You're extremely green. I don't think I'm going with a teal or turquoise or whatever carpet. No, just none of this. Let's get out of tab. Let's get to a different. Let's give this a few quick seconds. I'm gonna try real hard to not spend too much. Yeah, I'm going to try real hard to not spend too long on this one. Yeah, but I'm not going to spend any longer on that one. Don't really want to go with lines. You is a little bit too interesting for me at the moment. That might be great for another spot, but not this one. Yeah, I think I want nice and boring for the carpet here. We've already got interesting over here, so let's go back to boring. This might be exactly what we go with here. Let me try just a tiny little bit here. Okay, this is a good $2, $3, $4, $8 that I'm spending. Yeah, it's a little more boring than I was going with, or than I was planning to go with. Let's see if we got any slightly less beigey beige. Now you are far too interesting. You are a little bit closer to what I was thinking of, actually. Let's see. You're nice and light, but I don't know if I want to go quite that light. Oh, but that's not terrible. But it's also looking a little bit lighter than I wanted to go with the floors, so we will put a pin in you. Oh my goodness, there's so many options with this one. So many color options. How do I get back to that nice boring beige? Okay. Hue is... well, gonna try you. You're darker at least, but you're... we got a little bit of oranginess to this gold. I don't know. Let's make this a little bit wider. I did a thing. Do the thing now, please. Am I being dumb? Apparently I'm not allowed to carpet over carpet without presumably destroying the carpet. Okay, so I wanted to do an extra little strip so that I have a little bit more to go on. Let's keep on going on. Hue is darker. My goodness, there's way too many options with this one. Apparently a whole lot of people like to use the boring option. You know what, let's get rid of this particular swath because I already know that I'm not going to use that. So we're going to, I guess this is what we need to do. I don't want to accidentally destroy the stuff that I'm already considering. Do it. There we go. Okay, let us get back right into that. I said let us get back. There we go. And yeah. Alrighty, this is the one that I wanted to interview. Boy, I am wasting a little bit of money on this one. Okay. Needs to be just a tiny touch more orangish, but that's close. Now, which one is closer, this one or this one? Because I'm done scrolling through this little tab menu. Oy vey. You is an interesting option. I think you is kind of ruled out because I like how dark or light, or I like the tone of this. Let's see. Ain't got no brain. Now, what do I think this looks like just straight against that? See, straight against the paint, this beigier option looks better. Straight against this looks better. And this looks good enough with the feature wall. Let's do it this way. You get to be all this color over here. And now I'm going to stare at you a little bit. I'm going to put down a little bit more. I'm going to have to destroy a lot of this if I don't. Ooh. This menu is in my way. I'm trying to judge. Well, that's not bad. Alrighty, Alrighty, let's get out of here and destroy. And at least I can do this relatively quickly. Now what happens if I just go ahead and do some of this? Ooh, perfect. Alrighty, and now we were going to put this beige in a wider swath. If I can get back to the beige, that's the big question. So I might wind up going with this just because I can get to it. But boy, I don't like it against that paint. I think I'm gonna go beige if I can. So we're gonna go with this and keep on scrolling through this, ooh, this never-ending menu of color options and hope that I can get back to this if I need to. All right, through the green, through the blue, through the purple, through the additional amount of purple, through the pink and, okay, ooh, you are, nah, you are still nah. You are too orangey. Okay, my goodness, will this menu ever end? I should have perhaps gone the other direction. Well, you was a little bit orangier. Good grief almighty, I'm tired of this. Let me get back to where I was, but also I'm going to try this. Let's try you over here. And over here. And you is a close call, but... Okay, yeah, I don't like how yellowy that is against this wall. So I'm still trying to find that beige. Are you my beige? You are not my beige. Why is this so hard to refine? This is a ridiculously long menu. My goodness me. You are looking like almost the exact same thing. Okay, we're going to keep on enduring. There we go. All right. Well, now this is what I'm going to go with. It's not quite what I had in mind, but neither are any of my options, and there were quite a few options. So let's just get going with this and be done with it. And after that, I think I might give my brain a rest and do whatever things you do when you're sick. Like, well, often what I do when I'm sick is just, occupy myself with a nice little boring game. But I think what I'm going to be doing instead is occupying myself with my video editing software, which is DaVinci Resolve, and which gives me all sorts of fits often. So, maybe not the best recovery plan. And I still have to... Okay, before I get any further, I'm going to go ahead and do my destruction. And hopefully I can get back to that beige, because, oh my goodness, that was painful. Alrighty. I'm a little bit worried about accidentally destroying some of this beige carpet, so we're going to go with that. And I cannot see the little outline or whatever of what I'm going to be able to do. Oh, I'm probably going to need to use the broom again here, aren't I? Well, we're going to worry about that when we're done with this. Oh, perfect. Alrighty, let's get back over into carpet. And yes, we are right back where we started. Well, not where we started. We are right back where we wound up eventually. And I love having all these options. But my goodness, there is such a thing as too many. In fact, there was a study done, and it turns out that if you got too many things that you can theoretically buy, you just wind up not buying anything because you get some sort of fatigue that I would be able to remember the name of if I weren't all brain fatigued right now. So let's just keep on going. And I wonder if there's a tiny little swath underneath this door that I need to be aware of. Let's open the door. And no, I'm not allowed to open it while I'm working, apparently. Let's just... Ooh. Well, since apparently I got that one, I should probably get this one, too. Wonder what it's going to look like in that hallway once I'm allowed to open the door. Alrighty, well, after all that drama, I am content enough with the floor. It's still not quite what I was hoping for, but I will go with that. And I will go with the broom. Let's broom you on up and hopefully get a whole bunch at once. All right, let me see if there's anything else that I need to tend to. I'm still... No! Oh, okay, yeah, that happened before, and it scared me before, and okay, please don't accidentally do nothing that I don't want you to. Oh, and I finally managed to spot what my budget is up there at the top right. I'm sure that's been there for quite a while now, but apparently I got a decent budget, so good enough. And I realized that I need to do this ceiling. Ooh, but I have already been at it for a while, y'all, so let me quick look at my options. We'll choose it next time, but we're going to at least look at our options. Okay, we could paint. We could tile. And we got quite a few options with that. Again, because of how interesting this feature wall is, I'm probably going to go with something kind of boring for the ceiling, but... Okay, and this is patterns. All right, no. And this is other. I haven't got that option, so... Okay, well, we'll figure something out next time, and it's probably going to be kind of boring and maybe reflecting the carpet, but we will make up our mind. But we will make up our mind on that next time, and hopefully I will have a little bit more brain to do it with. But let's take a quick look at our new room to be and see what else we can do, and take a quick look at the city too. It's going to be interesting, y'all, eventually. But I will see y'all in the next Hotel Renovator. This has been Liberty Pride with Base Builders, and hopefully y'all have enjoyed this little adventure in brainlessness. And if you have, please don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button to let me know that you do want more of this series, in spite of my being on the disabled list. Bye.